good.
Well, sorry. So Velvet, you were saying something about this dating 14, not dating 14. I wasn't really. I just heard 14 and I was so interested.
Haven't you been dating since secondary school, madam? I mean, we all started around that time. I mean, when you were 14, 13, just one.
Didn't most people?
So, well, I won't say I said this.
I don't think I did.
But we had crushes, mutual crushes, right?
It probably wouldn't have been tagged dating, but you definitely got involved with someone when you were in secondary school.
Okay, if you were to put it that way, yeah, then
Exactly.
You want to lie?
It seems you guys have a lot of thoughts on this, but chill, calm down. Hi guys, welcome to another interesting episode on the Rant Room. And as always, my name is Laifa, and I have some amazing, beautiful, handsome people with me here today. I have Velvet with me. He ran away, but he's back. He has to come back to the house. He always has to come back to the house.
I always come.
Yeah, and then I have the beautiful, amazing Shay with the vibe. And yes, we have Tani.
put a little more effort into this thing now. Why?
Do you have name? I wanted to
No,
say
it's
something,
fine.
but he said I shouldn't mention it. So why are you attacking me?
Okay, leave it.
Anyway, today we have an interesting topic for you today, and it's called, or how are we going to put it, dating as teens. And I know this is a very, very general and popular topic. Secondary school, university, now and always is always going to be a topic. So, Shay with the vibe, tell me, how old do you think is the right age to date?
I feel it has to do with the level of maturity. Because we all mature differently.
Okay.
We all mature differently.
Yeah.
There's people, and that comes from your level of exposure, the people you mingle with, what you read, a lot of things you consume. And when I say consume, I mean your mind consumes. So that is what would determine how conscious you would get, or when you would decide. And I feel it's also a personal
I thought
thing.
it was conji.
What?
I thought that's what determines when you start dating.
He's
now.
back, he's back.
I mean, I thought maybe when you start feeling some kind of way towards someone. That's
In
when
some cases, that's what actually probably leads you to start dating.
Because before, I was conscious of the whole word dating. I just knew that around a particular lady, I started to feel some way. And when the teacher said, go and sit down with her to copy notes, I can't focus on the lesson anymore.
You've been on this for a very long time.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
wow.
Sorry. But then, if you're actually looking at it from that, I think it's more to like maybe when you have like a very, very, very hot looking teacher. I think that's when.
Wait, what?
Teacher.
What are you talking about? You've been eyeing your teachers in secondary school.
No one.
Hey, you're not be here in there.
Okay, like how old could anyone? Like I want a particular age. I think for me it's 18. I don't know. How old?
I feel like because that's the legal age for consent, that should be more appropriate.
Isn't that for marriage?
Oh, but do you know that like as at
for
18,
consent,
people still
generally.
think you're a child. So why do they say it's actually a legal age? When you're 18, they'll be like, oh, you're still a child. So why is it not a legal age?
Because you can't tell your parents that you're dating, even still when you're 18.
Then they
So
should make the legal age 25. Because according to them, you cannot even date. They just expect you to just marriage like that.
But I think we're conflicting two different ideas here.
Okay.
I don't think if you're like 15, 16 and you're with another 16-year-old, I don't think you have to go and tell mommy and dad that you're dating anyone. So I feel like you're allowed to do that because you're age mates and whatnot.
Okay,
but I feel when you're starting to get older and then you're starting to think about things like marriage and a more long-term affair, that's when you can now start talking about it in a relationship. Because we check the dictionary now.
Though.
It's not the same thing.
No, I
dating,
disagree.
a relationship, courtship, they're all different, isn't it? Right?
No, I disagree. Because I feel what happens when people are dating as kids, as teens, you need to tell your parents, oh, I'm with this person.
You're in Nigeria.
So telling your parent at that point.
I wanted
You're
to
in
say it
Nigeria.
too.
So
Continue.
telling your parent at that point is actually going to be the
Go and read for your wife. Come on. Go and read for Neko.
Or maybe if you can't tell your parents, at least have an aunt or an uncle or like
your aunt is still
someone
going to
who
rat
you
you out to your mom.
Not always.
No,
come
not
on.
all.
Not always.
Mommy, Danny,
I
why
know.
don't go?
My point is that you should have someone who's matured that you can speak to
Ideally,
about.
yeah.
If at whatever age it is you decide to start dating, have someone who's mature and can, advise you or can listen to you when you need to rant or whatever it is.
But that age, I'm not hearing it.
Okay, so
What's the age? When did you start
18.
dating?
Me?
Tell me now. Right on.
So I started dating when I was sometime 17. 17.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tiny baby, what about you?
I was in
17
uni.
also,
17. Are you sure?
Yeah, no,
Not 14ish.
Waiting happen.
But I know Velvet is 14. I don't need to ask anybody anything.
It depends on how old I was when I was in
Because
SS2.
that's why you can spend
'Cause I know
20
I had
on
my-
somebody's child.
Yeah, we didn't hear that. My first actual relationship with the lady that served me breakfast, I think it was when I was in SS2. That was like my first love. That's when I realized that love could actually hurt.
Yeah, but you never put the age down.
Exactly.
I don't know, maybe 15-ish, 15, 16-ish.
Okay, well,
Really?
you started.
What are you people acting weird about? I've been liking girls since I was 8. I'm just saying I started, getting conscious of the word dating at some point, maybe 15.
So at 15, you knew what dating was.
Yes, but not even in entirety, because I didn't even know you could kiss people.
Wow.
Yes, because in secondary school, why were people kissing? I didn't even know it was a thing. Quite
So you
frankly.
never used to go to the toilet
I
and
did not.
hide,
Oh, my mates were
and,
doing
you
it. I did not know.
Or go to
I
one
did not
empty
know.
class. You never did that.
I had no clue that
You
it
didn't
was
go
a
to
thing.
secondary school.
You must have wished you
You know,
did.
I mean,
later on.
I realized I came late to the party eventually. But then again, I didn't really know that. I felt like dating is I like you and you like me. Yeah, we crushed each other. That's all.
And okay, so if you're going by that, then like, it was conscious that actually led you to date the person you were dating, because that's what you literally said.
I mean, right? I like you, you like me. We're dating, yay!
Ah, wonderful.
But when you leave secondary school,
Oh my.
then you realize that there's more
There's
of a
more.
commitment, yeah, and all that.
That's why I said that, like, as long as I did not, like, if I dated you in secondary school,
You don't count,
or
right?
like from 200 level downwards, I not date you.
Now play.
We're just
Like,
enjoying each other's company.
Yeah.
You hear this?
You were testing the waters for other people.
But
Exactly.
dating right
I'm
now
It's
is
sorry,
called
brother.
practice.
So much more
Practice
I'm
makes
sorry,
better.
sister, on their behalf.
It's so much more complicated now. And look at Stephanie now. She can't even date if you're not your old boy. Imagine that kind of thing.
God.
See, it's
Where-
so much more
Yo,
complicated
okay,
now.
so, okay.
But when we were younger,
No problem.
I can buy you like a Sarah and Gala. You know, we could have a conversation over
really,
that
for
kind
real.
of thing.
No, I
But
don't think
now,
like that.
you
I feel she
started
has
what
class
you
and
cannot
she
So
has
I beg,
levels.
if
Come
by
on.
any point
Nah.
tribulate
Calm
is
down.
meant to I beg, let it go
I'm sorry,
straight to the
Stephanie.
person.
please.
No,
Everybody-
no.
no, forgive me.
Anyways, there's this debate that's been going on, and I've been hearing it for a while. And I have a cousin that's actually in secondary school. And sometimes she confides to me, I'm that big auntie, you can always come to.
You see?
You say, and then she's like, there's this debate that they did in their school about you dating below 20. So I'm like, what is that all about? Because in my time, there was nothing like that. You're not consigned everybody. As long as you're a female, you're a male, you're not supposed to be together. But now it's like some schools actually encourage it. So like, what's your take on dating below 20? Because I mean, 18 is legal age, 19, and then 20 is
I
20.
think these things are either on paper or in reality. Because maybe parents and adults and guardians are saying, no, they're below 20, but you think as kids we give a shit? When we're in secondary school, we like each other. There's nothing, we don't even tell our parents to begin with. We don't have that culture in this part of the world where you, mommy, I like this person.
Yeah.
Marry for your wife.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like, even if we don't tell them, we're still going to do it. Whether or not the school encourages it at 20, that's their own personal problems.
Sure.
We
And
will
then-
still like each other and
Yeah.
want to explore ourselves. I think that's where the problem is now. We don't have enough opportunities for young people to really express their romantic feelings. And
But
all
I think
that.
now it's different. We Gen Z, we're taking it a whole nother level. Like, we're doing things the way we want
Well,
and
yes.
why we want them. But I think the only thing we need is the caution. You know, we need someone that we trust,
Exactly.
that will not judge us, you know, and be like, oh, okay, this is cool, this is nice, but still put like, there's a certain way you would tell a Gen Z about relationship, about dating.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a cute guy, but
Yeah.
there must always be a but for some certain ages. So when she was saying, oh, they said, oh, we can date, but so and so, age gap, I'm like, really? You are lucky, because in my time, nobody told me anything.
Just don't date,
Yeah.
full stop.
If they even just see both of you working together with your uniform, like, hey,
You shouldn't
what
at
you
all,
doing?
even be
no,
talking
at
to
all.
You're not
boys.
supposed to
At
be
all,
talking
you
to
shouldn't be talking to
anybody.
boys.
If you
Don't
talk,
have
you get
boys.
pregnant. Straight up.
Yes, as absurd as it sounds, that's exactly what
Yeah.
happened back in the
If
day.
a boy touch you like it's pink,
Belle don't.
You're pregnant.
and it's not true, please, it's not true. Don't believe them.
But I don't think
Yeah.
you need to say that anymore, because right now, because of social media,
Yeah.
Exactly.
everyone knows everything now. I think many of us know more than our parents, quite frankly. You could even shock them with what you know about, the dynamics of relationships.
be
and
so
whatnot.
And even
surprised.
the younger people now know a lot more than the older people.
Yeah, but
Aside just us, like our, age range. The people who are much younger, teens that we're talking about, know a whole lot more due to social media and internet. You have no idea.
I mean, look
how
at
much-
Laifa. You'll be shocked how much she knows at
Oh
this
my
age.
gosh,
that kind of
just
thing.
let-
Bro,
Strike
but-
two.
all right.
Like,
just want-
go.
He's counting. He's
Like-
going. Right
You
on.
know I missed you, that's why now. Come on, Laifa. But I feel like we need to change up the narrative now a bit. Because our definition of dating now, which one is it? Is it the one that you date to get to know each other? Or the one that you date heading towards marriage?
Mind you, dating now, you can date 5 people at once with dating.
Yes, now you're just like sampling a whole lot of people
I
to
just
know the
learned
perfect
that
one.
recently.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
We actually
you're,
get to
you're not
any
in a
definition.
relationship
Yeah.
yet. You're dating.
You're
That's why it's called.
dating.
Yes, now.
That
But do you
makes me
want
want
to
to
read it for
ask.
us? The definition of dating
That,
in the
make,
dictionary.
that makes me want
You want
to
to check it
ask.
out? Because
what
I mean,
then
once
is
you have that
courting?
definition, you kind of
I
have
think
like,
courting
okay,
is
better
like
picture.
now,
towards the side of
concerning
relationship and stuff.
Wow.
age gap, like what age do you think? 18 to 20. What's the age gap? And obviously, I'm talking from the female perspective. I don't know about you males, but like 18 to 20, the age gap. I think if I was 18, I wouldn't mind a 22-year-old guy. I would have said 25. But when you look at 25 and 18, a whole 7 years gap, it might actually be true love, but most people might tend to say, oh,
Advantage,
he's
like
taking
he's
advantage
taking
of,
no, it's
taking
most
advantage
times,
of Shay, for
most
example.
times, I feel most times it's actually like taking advantage of.
Why?
Oh, you take advantage of
No,
young
no,
girls.
I said I feel most guys that do that. Please don't discuss me. I beg. I ain't gonna break you.
But then I don't
know.
think it's
I don't-
just that difference because at whatever
Mindset.
age, people get taken advantage of at different ages, regardless of the
18
the gap.
to 25, you should like the person is just coming.
But
up,
like
doing
18,
all
you're
those-
so
all those kind of-
fragile, you're so young, you're literally just
Not anymore.
entering
Remember,
the
we've already
world.
agreed that
No.
Okay.
kids these days are
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
fragile
I
anymore.
mean,
I
there's
agree.
people starting
Look
there
at
that
Shay.
starting. Why
okay.
me?
I'm
But
glad
then
I'm
there's
not the
people
one.
who start to date, like you said, at 14. For someone who started dating that early, the person is going to have had some experience by the time they get to 18, right?
Wait, let's put this thing into context now. Some of us, when we were 14, I guess things were a bit different, and we were still dating. Now imagine if we had social
when you say
media
we're dating,
and
if we actually
okay, we were crushing, mutual crushing.
Exactly.
But now people of this age now, they will probably be doing way worse.
No,
Well,
they are
When
doing
you
way
think
worse.
about it, they are doing way
Well,
worse,
They are
right?
doing way worse.
Well,
So I don't even know, quite frankly. I don't think you can put these things. It's just like asking what age is best to get married. Really, I don't think you can define it.
you can
really.
put it. Yeah, you can.
You can put an
you
age
can't
on that?
exactly
No.
put a number.
You can't
No,
really.
You can't exactly put a number.
Because I mean, some people are
So
already
you define
early,
when
some
you
are
want to
already
get married.
late.
Like you can define when you want to get married.
No, before I used to say, oh, at 25 I should be
Exactly.
married,
So-
but I can't
We all
say
said
that
that.
now.
I
We
feel
all
like
said
that.
that.
Realistically,
I told
come
him
on,
earlier.
look at
I
me.
don't feel it's
Actually, I never
realistic,
said
though.
that.
I don't feel it's
Oh no,
realistic.
I used to
Never.
feel like, oh, at 18 I'll do this, at 20 I should be working at one top.
Life has different plans.
But you know, here we are.
Exactly. What
So I
you
feel
plan
like
is not
I
what you
don't
end up
think
actually
age-
going with it because
I don't
no.
think that age, putting a number to at this age, I don't feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now so quickly, like, how did you date as a teenager? And who did you date? I'm so curious. Velvet.
Shay, we're so curious.
What
Velvet.
Shay,
your name was called?
Uh-huh.
who died and made you the
Let's
boss? Who died and made
Let's
you
hear
the
it.
queen of the show?
So, how did you date? Who did you date? Spill the tea.
It was some chick. Oh, she was really
Who?
stubborn.
No, you need
Dark
to calm
skin.
down.
Dark skin.
Pretty,
Yeah.
really, really stubborn. I think Laifa, Stephanie, or something. I don't know.
Over my
Like,
dead
whatever-
body. I rebuke, cast,
So you know,
bind, destroy
honestly,
you.
it was one of the worst relationships ever because she's so stubborn.
Shit.
You know,
Oh,
always
wow.
getting at it.
But did you hear
I
that
didn't
stubborn
enjoy it.
girls are the most beautiful?
Not when the name's
Inside
Stephanie.
out.
Not when the name's Stephanie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We have the crown on our head. You can't talk to us anymore.
Mad.
You know, Velvet is this kind of guy and he can just use you and dump you. So if you don't play smart with him, he will do you
You know
dirty.
that because,
Mad.
So how did you date as a teenager? Tell
like I
me.
said, I told you I got really late to the party. In my head, I'm crushing on you, you're crushing on me. Hey, we're dating. That's it. I didn't know you could ask people out later until like much later. I didn't know you were supposed to ask people out until much
no
later.
wonder you were tag league does boy.
Wow.
Okay,
Shay,
yeah.
what about you,
For
love?
me, it was in uni.
2-1.
It was in uni.
Yeah, it was in uni, and I went to a private uni. So
Private.
yes,
How did you
so
survive?
there were restrictions.
Okay.
Naturally.
Tony, what about you?
Okay, so that was before I got into uni. SS2.
SS2.
Yeah, but then it was more okay. If we're going by that, I was just playing around.
Exactly,
Because-
me too. I started this in
I was
SS2
playing
and I
out,
was
so-
just
So can we
playing.
just keep the secondary school stuff aside?
Okay,
Let's talk
well,
about real
was the
relationships.
actual
now.
thing.
You know?
Uni, yeah?
Saying,
I never dated in uni.
I don't think I did that in uni.
Me too.
wow.
I don't think so.
Saying,
I mean, one lady liked me in 100 level, but
See the way you're looking
Didn't
at
work
it.
out.
Lady, teacher,
no.
student.
I mean, girl, lady, it's all the same to me. But like, she liked me, but I don't think I didn't understand what she wanted really.
You guys didn't get to have conversations about
I was
it.
just a stupid boy. because now I
You failed to
regret
see
it.
the signs.
Because I regret it really. I really wish I was on to her
She
at that
always
time.
peacocking around you.
I don't know about that.
Anyways, hold that thought. Guys, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, this is still the Rant Room on TVC.
So,
Why laughing?
I don't know. It's just weird. You and I are the only ones like wearing similar colors, like shades and hues of grey.
Yeah, so maybe there was probably like what do I call it? I don't know, a premonition that I just had to wear this.
But
Yeah,
some people find that kind of
right.
thing weird though. People that
Why?
they find this cool kind of thing weird. Can you guys do that?
No,
in a
okay,
relationship?
I can't actually do that. No.
I don't like wearing the exact same things, but
It's just
I
like
don't mind wearing like.
his boo
simple-
habit. I hate that nonsense. It is.
No,
it is
I don't mind
rubbish.
twinning. I don't mind twinning. I just don't like the typical, the same
Even if it's
color
native,
and
even if it's
coat.
native.
I don't really know.
That's the worst.
I don't
No.
know.
You guys are not romantic.
I
That,
never
that,
have-
that was like literally what I was daydreaming about. When I
So-
would one day walk into church with my bae on my right side with the exact same material and my little kid with the same material.
No.
Wonderful. So you go,
Yeah.
actually go out with your girlfriend
No, no.
in like tracksuits with the whole lining and whatever, and you have one nonsense inscription on your
I
back.
mean, you
I've
spent your whole
always
life
known
single.
that you
and-
are weird, but your
I don't
weird is on
know.
a certain level.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah, before they keep attacking me, guys, you're currently watching The Rat Room. Go get yourself a mushroom. This is the one room that you don't require much room for improvement. We're lit like that. And of course, join the conversation. Use the hashtag Rat Room on TVC. We're talking about the dynamics of dating. Now, we all love dating because let's be honest, we're all horny for our age. Way too horny than we're supposed to be.
Wow.
Life especially. Yeah, I said that.
Wow, what?
So, we're trying to put things in perspective now. A lot of people are wondering what is the upper limit and the lower limit for relationships. And now we're throwing that out of the window. Let's just know it. Let's just ask like the very fundamental question. How old is too old and how young is too young? Throwing away the legal side of things. Naturally, you shouldn't be getting involved with minors. Let's put that out of the way.
Yeah.
So now, adults now, people that are thinking, people that are of age, how young is too young and how old is too old?
Okay. How young is too young? Below 20. I know nothing below 20 because I just can't deal with that. What's it called? Should I say childish behavior for now? But no.
But
So
you know
you
there are older people that are actually still childish.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then
G,
Very-
Velvet.
I saw that coming.
okay.
Shy.
Well, Sophie will be fine.
Yeah.
Una go
I'm
there,
gonna
right?
be-
No,
I bet start wiping your steps.
so well, but then at a certain age, if you see like a 26-year-old person dating like a 19 or 18-year-old person, I see it as it's just more it's wrong in every way. If the person is 18 and she's dating or he is dating like a 20-year-old person, yeah, fine, it's all good.
What if they're actually in love?
I don't think they can.
Can you even fall in
No,
A
love
lot
at
of
the
people
age
would
of
say
18?
it's questionable, Sha.
I will call it
It's
infatuation.
questionable,
It's
but
infatuation.
it doesn't mean like it's not possible. Do you get?
True.
It's gonna raise a lot of eyes, a lot of questions. They're gonna, are you sure? And all those.
But it's not love at
necessary
first.
talk.
It is not love at first.
Says who?
You're just feeling
There are
each
no
other at
rules to
first.
this, Tani. There are no rules to it.
Okay, wait,
Some
what do you
people
mean
can't
by
fall in love at
what do you
first
mean
sight.
by feeling each other?
Yeah, like you just like each other at the beginning before you now. Yes, now.
No, but then that just reminds me of there's this lady I know. She's 23. She got married when she was 22, and well, the guy she got married to is like 27, 20. He's gonna be 28 this year. That
Boring.
age difference, and it feels like they already knew they were going to get married. Their family,
How
everybody
lucky.
everybody was
Like-
involved from when they I think they met each other in school in uni.
What a fairy tale. Imagine dating your secondary school, I mean, university
Mhm.
sweetheart.
Yeah, you date once and you marry
Oh my
once.
What
God.
if,
I
what
can't
if, what
even.
if
It's
fairy
giving
tale?
me 50 Shades of Grey.
There were
How
different
far
people
now?
said different things. I'm
I
gonna
would
tell you.
really have loved to marry my secondary school sweetheart.
Ah, really?
No, but then
at this
God
point,
forbid
looking at
though.
it now, never.
You
No,
guys,
it's
the age
fine.
difference
Amarachi is still a fine
was
girl.
still
though.
reasonable.
Amarachi is still very
I
fine.
will
Wow.
not call him. Well done.
But wait, I want to get about what about the upper limit? You said too young is 20. How about too old?
No, my too young is actually 16. Yes, and have reasons why. I
Let me
said
process this for a second. At your age now, Auntie, you said you can date a 16-year-old
No,
guy.
17 actually. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking of for the women.
Yeah.
Like
No, for Laifa.
Oh, for me? No, I can't date someone younger than me. Definitely.
So how young is too young?
For the guy.
For
for
you.
me, for me,
Yeah.
For you,
Yeah,
as
how
date
young-
you
an
say.
older person.
No, like what age for a guy
What's
too
the
young.
lowest?
I can't date. Okay. I can't date someone younger than me.
At all. So there's nothing like too young.
I cannot. I like them ripe.
Wow. But that's true. Like
Wow.
she's barely over 18. So like, how would she be dating someone younger than her? Imagine that kind
Yes,
of thing.
Daddy. Thank you, Dad.
You just
Thank
told me
you.
that.
Thank you.
What about you, Shay?
So for me, I can't date anyone because I've never had to date anyone, so I don't think I can date.
You don't have to date anyone.
No, chill. I've never had to date anyone much younger.
Okay, much younger.
I have dated within my age range, like within 5 years older than I am, or maybe 2 years older.
So you've not
Okay,
had
put
like
a number.
a year
Put
or
a
2
number
years
down.
2
younger.
years older. Is that a relationship or a family thing?
I get it. You haven't really been involved with younger people, but what's like the age? Like, to be specific now, because we're doing this for people who are confused, who don't really know, when to get into the game. If you're in secondary school, read your book.
But why are you talking about yourself? Because you are confused.
Talking about her.
Ah.
Wait, what?
Let him land a beg.
No.
She doesn't like you when I land.
Okay, land.
Oh my.
So what's the age?
So the lower limit would be 30s now. That's where I am right now. You have to be in your 30s. And
But Tani is not in his 30s now.
was I considering?
Wow.
Did I ever tell you? I
when
was
you both
considering
wear
Tani?
grey to set.
I know that.
I mean,
None of this was premeditated.
Shady
I
vibes.
didn't
Calm
know.
down, because
Shady
the person
vibes.
match.
You give this younger boy allure. Do you know that? Has anyone told you that?
Cougar, is that what you're trying to say?
No, yeah.
That I no, I don't.
You love them. You crave
no.
them.
No.
Are you sure?
No, I don't.
Is there something you don't know that
No, I
I
don't.
probably see?
Tanya,
Yeah.
I'll advise you properly.
Please, I beg. I've said the number.
So 30s is like.
It's my own.
So how? Let me just drop mine. See, the thing is, I wanted to say I agree with Tani, but that's a recent development. Quite frankly, growing up, I didn't even know I was supposed to give a damn about age. In my head, boy meets girl, likes girl, like each other, and then they start doing the thing.
Regardless of the number.
I mean, I didn't even know it was a big deal, but now I realize, getting older as a man, you have to be conscious dating a lady that's either older or the same age as you, because you need to know when she's ready to settle down.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was
Those
a
are
thing.
things to consider.
Back in the day when we were much younger, like when we were still in secondary school, we gave a damn about marriage and things like that. But getting older, I realized that,
No, I disagree. There were some people that they went into relationships even then.
in secondary school.
Yeah, like I see this guy as someone that I would like to get married to, and they were hopeful that
In
they would
secondary school.
It's
Really?
the hope that kills.
Come on.
So
like to get married to someone
Were
the
you
ones that were
watching
thinking
too
like
much High
that.
School Musical?
It's not me,
like-
please. It's not me. It's not me. It's just I witnessed it.
But she's actually right. Some of them
It happens.
were confused and thought maybe they would carry it
So-
outside secondary school.
It will go
So
beyond
unfortunate,
them.
but yeah.
And then
some people were
they-
actually that misguided.
So no.
Yeah. So me, I feel like now, I feel like I have to. But how young is too young for me? Please be older than 21. Please, at least. I feel like that way we can be on a level. That kind of thing. Because it's not even about the maturity now, but it's about things that you can relate to. I like things that are a bit dated. I like things that are old. But if you're much younger, it's very likely you won't be able to relate to things like that. So that's like a preference thing.
Yeah, but then those are the ones that,
No.
like, I don't know, they tend to move up their schedule like a bit too fast ahead of them. Like,
What's that?
I want to, what are you going to, what do you see, how do you see yourself in like 5 years? Oh yeah, when I'm done with school by 24, if you're going to a federal university, good luck to you, Sha. But then you're like, okay, I want to get married by 25, sorry.
I feel like that's one question I will never answer. They'll be like, what's your 5-year plan?
No, but
what do you want to do in 5 years?
It still actually goes on like up till
Well,
now.
people-
Though, like
yeah.
you say, you see yourself up to this. It's okay. So life will basically teach you don't get what you always want.
Of course, you
Yeah.
plan and
This
you
is getting
plan
very depressing.
dips.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want a reality check right now.
No. But
I don't
really,
want a reality check.
if you're actually
We have
going
enough.
towards the 2018, then yeah, that's what you're probably going to face, and then you have to go through the whole depressing phase of telling them, okay, fine, you have to plan ahead first. But even planning ahead, self is still.
Okay, what about how old is too old now? I want to start with you.
I
I want to know what you're into. What you're into? You like him old?
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
Ha!
I did not
How
expect
old is
that
he
response,
old?
but
The way
okay,
the
so-
way you whispered,
Okay,
sure.
so I would say, how old is too old? I was probably like 36.
he's so specific.
Yeah.
What age is Jennifer? How old is
Tony,
Jennifer?
you're a gold
What?
digger.
How old is Jennifer?
I don't understand. Which one is I'm a gold digger?
Huh.
Did I say I define money for 2 months?
Okay.
But I mean, what's so gold diggerish about 36? You didn't say 14, because that's what I would have said.
This explanation coming from you is even not even valid.
I mean, I think 40 is fine. For me, that's
you see what I said? It's not valid.
Why? Why is it not valid?
Because it's coming from you.
It's way too.
Shay, what's your?
You're probably looking for a sugar mommy or something.
Not sugar mommy.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I feel like that's still reasonable.
The height for me would,
I don't have to explain. Yeah.
The height for me would be like 38. Yeah. That's
a very narrow window. They should be in their 30s.
So
they shouldn't be more than 38.
So I don't see myself right now, to be honest, dating someone who's like 42.
Okay.
Frankly speaking, I do not see myself dating someone who's 42 or 45, let alone 50.
I see.
So realistically speaking, it should be.
Why?
I don't know.
You don't want them to be too old?
Yeah.
Okay.
So wait, 50 is too old for you?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're to factor in the whole experience of when it gets down to gymnastics, like she mentioned earlier. Yes, now.
Yes.
Is that what you're afraid
there
of?
Are 3 things you have to look into when you want to date someone older. Number 1, spirituality.
Bullshit.
You always put God at the center of your relationship, your friendship, whatever. Number 2, financial stability.
That's what I wanted to say.
That should have been one.
Don't mind that.
No, that's number 2. God first before any other thing. And then number 3, is he a gymnast? Are you a gymnast?
Yeah.
Now that
Do you
said
walk
that,
out? Do you work out? Do you go to the gym?
What is your own upper limit? How old is too old for you, like?
Okay.
What?
Like
this is about to be so intense.
You guys did not hear what Tani said.
What did you say?
Go again.
what did you say?
Actually, I want to hear this though.
Say it.
Like, can you dog it down?
No. Okay. I'm a virgin, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
If I slap you,
with all you said.
if I slap you, Amarachi.
That was in secondary school. Of course I was. But what about you though? How old is too old?
I think 38 to 45.
The thing is, if you don't know how old we are, you might not really get the context. But just assume we're
Yeah.
somewhere in our 20s.
We're Gen Z.
So, so like 20 to
30.
So basically everybody has like twice their age as their maximum limit,
Max,
basically.
yeah.
So we're all saying.
Almost. Yeah.
But how do you even scope somebody these days? I feel like pickup lines are getting antiquated. Because now, I gotta even bring this to the table because now it's very difficult. Because there's a thin line now between a nuisance and a suitor. You know that, right? Because back in the day, you seem like you need some company. Do you mind if I get you a drink?
Are you in abroad?
That was before. Now hold it.
Where does
I don't
it
want to
happen
hear
now?
anything. So it's really different now. So what kind of pickup lines even work now? How do you even start a relationship? Because it's so difficult to
Because
date
then
these days.
it was actually not difficult back then. You can literally just bribe me with like a Sarah and Gala, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're friends.
She has a point.
Like that's how I think was probably even too much.
But now-
just buy like one lollipop and
Or let me buy you lunch. We'll go to canteen and buy hot jollof rice that time with big head of fish. I think it was like 500 and so.
head of fish.
Yes, I
Wow.
really because of the
So for
eyes.
me, it was helping me do stuff.
No,
Like,
I'm just
helping
telling you.
with my
But
eyes.
these
And
days,
at that time, my own was
life are
help me
dead.
with my
They
accent.
want
But you
bone
see,
straight.
right now,
They
Bone
want
straight.
bone straight.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
want ankle bent. They want
What?
they want tissue soft.
Get
They
see,
want
let me tell you something.
eyebrow
an
black.
iPhone of
Looking
like
good is
1.7.
good business, and you would definitely don't want to go out with a very poor-looking, dressed woman.
So what's the best pickup line you've ever heard then?
Send
the
your
best.
account number.
Wow.
It works.
What? Are you on my
See,
side with this?
the
No,
way
no,
that
no,
line
no,
revives
no.
you from
That
every
line
sadness.
Does a lot.
Yeah,
So you
a lot.
too?
I'm
you
not
tell
you
me
were the
that,
good
eh,
one.
No, chill.
As you tell
If
me
I'm in
that,
a
I'm
bad
falling in love.
mood and you just said me,
Fall in love.
Yes.
That-
But the guy is
Please.
like
But
literally.
let's
I'm
be
not
realistic. Can somebody walk up to you and say me your account number? I know your type, but like, excuse, what do you think I
You
am?
know
What do
my
you take
type.
me
You are
for?
very
A whole
disrespectful.
life at the hair.
You are very disrespectful. You are very rude because I don't agree for you now. You want to bash me on national TV. I will enter you. Ask me again.
No, I thought you
Ride on Shady Vibe,
I
Jare.
thought you were coming
Ignore this
for
boy.
those
This
who-
boy is a tank
who
rock.
just
Don't
came.
listen to
I
him.
mean, but
Oh
you
my
can't
God.
walk up
Don't
to someone
allow
and
him
say
enter
that. Is it
you.
possible?
He's a criminal.
we see it in movies, and I
Uh-huh.
think it sure does happen for it to be in movies. Aside movies, it does
Someone will
happen.
walk up to the guy and say, give me your account number. And
Yes.
that's like a pickup line.
Yes,
Don't you see?
Yes.
In movies.
yes,
Yes.
In movies.
yes.
Even in real life.
Yeah. Okay. So, but if it's in real life, then that one is like a little bit more transactional.
Okay,
than
I feel like to be more realistic, yeah.
Please.
Okay, let me be more realistic. If I were to be in a restaurant and then a guy walks up to me and he even tells the waiter, oh, and the waiter comes to me and is like, oh, that young man or that man or that old man, whichever one, he has covered the bills. I'm like, okay. Train position.
Sure.
Now I'm very aware of myself. And for him to even want to pay my bills, that means he's interested. Yes.
Okay.
So definitely, I'm going to, up my game. My accents have changed completely. I'm now with Prodigy and Co people.
I mean, your life is really fake, so it has to really fake.
We do
the
Scotland.
emergency America.
So
It's not fake.
that
She's
is
just adapting. To
exactly.
No,
that is
fake.
like
She's
act
fake.
of service for me.
She's just
Like
adapting.
you said earlier, if you say, oh, we're getting so close, I'm like, oh, let me fuel your car. And I'm like, that's act of service. Or, hey babe, let me buy you this hair.
It's not marriage, Joe. It's pick-up line.
It's not marriage, but it's the pickup line. It's you that don't know what you want.
Aside from sending your account number, though, what pick-up lines have you heard that you think make sense, or what would you?
Or you've gotten.
Oh yeah, you've gotten more or less. Oh, I do that. You didn't even do this
I
kind
feel
of
like,
thing.
okay, mine, I don't really like direct things. I like you telling me stuff because you're telling me you look good, okay, which is a normal. I'll tell you thank you. But
Okay.
that's what I tell myself every day before I leave my house. So if you can tell me in an indirect way that will make me smile, because I'm a very hard person to please, by the way. So if you can tell me indirectly and I actually like it, then you've got me.
Because I noticed that ever since I got here, like today, you've been glowing under these lights. I don't know if it's the color of the bulb or the background.
Stop trying.
It's
Velvet.
not working.
Stop trying Velvet.
You're a criminal.
Please.
I just said that.
Please.
Wow, that was a cut.
Come on.
Thought maybe
I gave you the idea and you even just like
I was
gobbled
thinking,
it.
I mean,
Oh, come on.
what about you? What's your best line though?
My best line.
Inside the
That you
mirror.
actually used, not the one that you thought you used.
No.
Or you
That
thought
I've
you
used. I don't think I keep record of the things I actually
Are
say.
you rude? Because I would like to be your boss.
No, not me. You just want to like say the cockroach in my cupboard nonsense. I'm like,
So what's your go-to tactic?
I won't say I have any tactic, but it's just like conversation just flows from there and everything just keeps on
I
its own.
see.
In those conversations, there
Mr.
has to be some things that
Immature.
I said.
So you don't have anything that you tell her that will just make her have butterflies?
Butterflies.
Yes.
Apart from
Why is mosquito?
compliment is like a normal thing.
So what are those things you tell her?
Like
Or
I
him.
said,
Ha.
rewind.
Okay.
Let it stop at the heart. Don't move further. So well, it's more like okay. How do I put it now? It's just like saying, well, I get a picture of how something like that, and then it's just, oh wow, you should look more like this every day or something like that.
Okay, that's nice. That's actually nice.
What about the ladies? What's the worst you've ever heard? The most irritating, the most disrespectful
You've heard or got.
you've heard? Either way, because I don't really think many people use them. So in the instance that you have heard at all,
So there's this one person
whenever it starts like that, it doesn't end well.
I thought,
DM'd me
Uh-oh.
on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
Hi, I am so and so and so and so. I like you. And then it big follows.
yeah, shoot your shots.
Please, bro. Unnecessary. Blocked. Straight up.
Immediately.
Straight up.
No, you're very nice.
Straight up.
I will post it and tag
Tag
you.
you.
Nah. Nah.
And I'll wait for you to see it before I block you. Or I might not even block you.
Nah, I keep my energy.
Since you
Just
want to
block.
trend, you think you have it all.
Just
I will
block.
give it to you. Oh,
You wish.
Just absolutely block.
the learning.
But what about you though? What's the worst you've heard?
I think when someone was like, "Oh, your bum is like the plate that was served on the Last Supper." I don't know why you will mix Christianity with your fantasy.
But when you think
Wow.
about it,
I was trying to say like
When you think about it, though,
that is like in the middle of righteous and
I was
wrong.
disgusted. I was like,
Mine.
and that time was like, oh, I really don't want to curse. I was like, are you out of your mind? Who do you think you're talking to? Do you get like,
actually wrong.
Yeah.
very disrespectful to Jesus?
Listen, yo. So you're trying to say Jesus ate?
They didn't serve bomb in the last
Such a wrong comparison.
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't really think people use them in real life, to be frank. I think maybe in real life it has to be more organic. If you go around throwing pickup lines, man, they will drop you.
Baby, what's
They
your
won't pick you
pretty
up.
name?
What's that?
Baby, what's your pretty
Oh, my
name?
color.
Oh, I'm Velvet. What about
My
you?
color.
I thought you were talking about me.
It's
for
not
a
what
second. I thought you were hitting on me for a second.
No.
Because life has been misbehaving, so I don't
You
know.
should be ashamed
Oh my gosh,
of
it
yourself.
worked.
It can't.
You
The way you
guys.
looked at me, I mean, I was out of my feelings for a bit.
You're so cheap.
Oh wow.
I didn't argue that, right?
Wow.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you definitely don't want to miss. We're going to come back with more awesome conversations. Don't forget, join the conversation. Hashtag the rant room on TBC. When we return, Laifa is going to tell me what she's always wanted to tell me. Don't want to miss this.
I can't wait for that also.
It's Yoku.
Welcome back. It's still the rant room on TBC, and I remain Sheyi, and I'm with the gang. So before the break, we're talking about, pickup lines. Oh, by the way, please join the conversation on social media using the hashtag the rant room on TBC. Now, we were talking about pickup lines, and then we're still talking about dating, right? So we all have different ages that we said we would rather date in. And so what are the things that make you choose? What are the things that make you prefer that particular age? Is it things you have in common, or what are the things that make you... Oh my gosh. A lot of times it's things you have in common. Maybe
yeah, it's one
culture,
of those things too.
Music.
And Konji.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying, part of a relationship is, like she said, spiritual connection, emotional connection, and then the Konji connection.
The financial.
Well,
I didn't say Konji, I said gymnastics.
He's the one, he's the Konji
What's the
minister.
difference? What do you think she means by gymnastics? You think it's by in Greece, in Olympic Stadium? That's not what she's referring to, my darling. Talking about something else.
I don't expect she's talking about, aerobics.
No,
That's also part of it too.
But
wow, so you'll be flipping on the ceiling.
I don't think she's talking aerobics literally. But I mean, those are the things that people consider. What do you consider? Personally, yeah?
Konji.
Aside Konji, seriously speaking now.
I'm just kidding. I mean, to start a relationship or what?
Yeah.
To be very honest, if you don't stress me, like if we can exist in each other's lives and we don't feel like either one is dead weight pulling each other down, to me that's like the alpha and the omega.
But you said something about having things in common. That's why you wouldn't want to go beyond a certain age. And I recall you saying something like movies. If you were to date someone who's much, much younger, they might not be able to relate to some
You're such a
things.
good listener though. You're paying attention to me.
Well,
I'm starting to rethink my
it's needed.
my crush
It's
on
needed
Be
in this our work. So,
but yes, you're right. But I'm the kind of person that's willing to take you as you are and really explore what you prefer. I'm not going to say, okay, because I like something, you must like it too. I don't want to be like a Nazi in that regard. But to me, what's most salient is whether or not we work as a team. Because I've been in relationships whereby they make you not want to wake up in the morning. Oh, this person again. And you love them, but they're so insufferable. So what I've come to realize now, that's the priority for me, is if we can exist in each other's lives and not feel like dead weight. You're making me want to be more and do more, and vice versa. Not the one that's making you angry, depressed, frustrated. You're always explaining, always apologizing, always this, always that. Do you even have time to love anymore? That kind of thing is unbearable for me.
But is this coming from the older person or the younger person?
It could be from either party, quite frankly.
So if I'm going to I'm looking at it from me dating an older person, it's going to be more or less experience. What else do you have that I don't know yet when it comes to experience and stuff? You being able to teach me more, learn more from you, learn how to better myself towards the end. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why you'd prefer 40 plus.
No, I didn't say 40 plus.
I'm the 40 guy.
He's the 40 plus guy. I prefer
35.
36, yeah. Max 37.
Unless they pay him plenty money, because of the set, he said it's the money that determines how he feels.
Yo, that's when you're relating to cougars and sugar mommy.
You're not a loyal person.
What?
Somebody told you something in secret, you cannot keep it.
I'm just trying to create content. I don't want the person that's listening right now to be confused.
I'm confused. I don't understand.
He's
just
like she said, not loyal. Noted.
I warned you.
See, you're handing me over to her.
You're a red flag for her now, right?
Oh my God.
Are you handing me over?
Laifa, let's hear you.
Anyways, for me, like I said, from 35 to 45, I feel like it's all about mindset. Definitely, you are older than me. You've seen life more than me. So in some certain areas, especially in business and attitude, I feel like you have more experience, so you can guide and direct me on certain things, especially the financial aspect, because definitely I want to be a boss woman. I want to have lots and lots. I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be rich. So
she's so broke now, so she has to be what she's not, right?
Man,
that kind of thing.
Man, careful with the B word. Life,
as
I'm
I
with
was
you.
saying, thank you so much.
What's this girl power?
So,
Women supporting women.
so instead of being in such place, he's there to like groom. We're supposed to grow together. Even though he has grown more than me, but it's all about growing together for me. And you're spoiling me. Yeah, of course.
I said it. That's what I wanted to hear, and you spoiling her.
Yes, of course. You have to spoil me.
That just brings to mind the case of dating older people. So for people who have had to do it, like I know a friend, a guy friend, who's had to date an older woman, and he was considering, exposure because she's really well-to-do. She's really well-to-do. She comes from a very, very good family. Like they have influence, they have mad money, and she travels a lot. So those were the things he considered from our conversations. Those were the things he considered. The exposure, they would go to many places that ordinarily on his own
he won't be able to even step foot
That's not sounding like exposure. That's sounding like money.
That's what
it's still money, yeah. But like I'm saying, he wouldn't have been able to afford or to do all those things if he was on his own, or if he dated someone in his age range.
And even if sorry to cut you short, and even if like they don't end up together, she has served her purpose in his life.
Yeah.
The same way Velvet has served his purpose in my life. And that is why I have dumped him. I have dropped him.
Wow.
He's no longer necessary.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
So whoever is picking him up, I advise you. That's all I have to say concerning this.
Shay, what are you doing after the show?
Please.
I want to give you donut now. Like,
I'm-
the one they shared.
Nah, I'm
She's
good.
not cheap.
I'm good.
We don't do
No,
donuts.
what
We don't
are
do
you talking
shawarma.
about? Oh,
We want a
don't get me
3-course
wrong, oh.
buffet meal
I was
in
like, where are you
one.
going after the show? I can give you your donut.
You know what? Nah, I'm
It
good.
has
So
nothing
now,
to do with what you're thinking about.
if you were to be, if someone older made a pass at you, right? How would you let them down if you're not interested?
Okay, first of all, I never told
Whether, in
anybody
fact,
down.
let me say, hold on, someone older or younger, regardless of whether they're older or younger. But if you're not interested, how would you let them down? Because a lot of times in this our generation, we will just tell you, I know do.
People are very
Or
rude. People are very rude in this day.
I just
So,
feel like
how?
okay, like I said, I don't turn anybody down. Everybody has a role to play, so it all depends. I have friends for different reasons. So even if you're younger, you're older, no problem. You can always serve a purpose. If you don't serve a purpose, you will definitely serve a purpose. Or if I don't, if I'm actually, if maybe I've seen that, oh, you actually don't have any purpose.
There's nothing. There's no
There's
value.
no value. You're not adding any
person
value to
to
me. I'm not
add.
getting any money from you. I'm not getting anything at all.
Let's take note of the money
I
you
will
just mentioned.
just
You just put that
be
on
quiet.
paper somewhere.
Silence is also an answer too.
Okay. What about you, Tani?
So, well, I would just go straight to the point because I don't know how to. I'm not sure I know how to beat around the bush when it comes to that kind of thing, especially if it's a younger person. I'm telling you straight that it's not. Sorry to you that I actually did that, but then I just don't see myself in that light dating a younger person. It's more like facing jail time. So,
Indeed. What about you, Velvet?
I don't care really. I told you, it's about the person. That's what matters.
Oh, you're so deep
So-
inside.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm
won't
so
let the person down regardless.
But that's the question.
Mhm.
I was thinking of something else completely.
If someone you're older
Bring
than,
your mind
or
back
someone
into
you're
this
younger,
place.
someone younger or someone older, and then you're not interested, how would you let the person down?
I'm usually not very direct with things like that, quite frankly. Depending on how you approached me. If you asked for a relationship and I wasn't interested in that, I say, I'm sorry, that's not really what I'm okay with right now, or we could be friends. But if you didn't come so directly and then you're pretending and you're just giving me signals, I would just pretend to ignore the signals too, so that we can, avoid a sticky situation. But in my personal experience, women don't like to be turned down. Tani, do you agree?
Yeah.
We chest breakfast all the time.
Oh my.
As guys, we chest breakfast on a daily basis. Turn one woman down.
You know what, Velvet? Please hold that thought. We'll be right back after the break. It's still the Rant Room on TVC. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back, guys. It's still the Ranch Room, and you can join the conversation. # the Ranch Room on CVC. So, Laifa, let me just start with you first. Do you have any grudge, like with someone you dated while you were 18 or below 18?
No, I don't. I'm good. I'm good with it. Everyone I allegedly dated before 18.
Deadly.
So we're good.
Okay, yeah, over to you, Velvet.
Or you could just call me Mr. Laifa, but it's fine.
Wow.
Let me see. No, do guys do that kind of nonsense?
Okay, seems I'm the odd
Grudging
one.
people because you're no longer in a relationship.
Oh, okay. Did you or like did they have a grudge against
I mean,
you?
someone has. Sorry, not someone. 2, 3. Certain people might have had a grudge.
Baddest.
But I mean, I don't really see that. I don't really see the end of a relationship or the end of a friendship. Yeah.
True.
So
Yeah.
That's the only smartest thing you said throughout.
you've not even said
Ouch.
anyone at all, madam. So we're still waiting for your own.
You guys take it easy.
Okay.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, over to you.
Yeah, so I personally do not have any grudge against anybody
Jesus Christ.
because life is easy. Life is easy. I cannot be holding things. I like to
Yeah.
live a
Because they are
gentle life.
camera. Women,
for real.
they cannot handle breakfast.
No, for
they
real.
cannot handle getting turned down. I just
No.
feel like that.
No,
Yeah, there's some
frankly.
truth to that though. So,
You know?
but yeah, well, I would say I did have a grudge. Not me. The person had a grudge against me and stuff. So it was more or less like, well, SS2 and everything. So I really had an interest. Why? Because she had like really large milkers and stuff. So yeah,
Wow.
that was what moved me to the whole thing. So after secondary school, the whole communication thing just went off from there. And when I tried like getting back and
Really
stuff,
large what?
milkers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just want to be sure I heard correctly.
Me
So-
too.
So,
I beg. So yeah, that was what like caused the whole issue. So it was more or less like you went after all this time and you're not just coming back like nothing really happened. So it was from there and the whole conversation ended with no.
So you guys
resolution.
there was no resolution.
No, there was no resolution actually.
Yeah.
Wow. I
Tragic.
see.
since we're wrapping things up, let me just throw it out there. All those that like to say, you did this to me, you did this to me, you did this to me. I didn't do anything to you. We did it to each other.
Yeah.
Stop playing the victim.
Okay, yeah, true. For that one, I'll definitely support you on that. I think
Mm.
women, we need to stand up, and most of the time, we're actually ones that cause the issues. So nobody did anything to you. You enter the relationship or the dating yourself. So accept whatever
Yeah.
comes out of it and move on. You win some, you lose some. That's how life is.
I mean,
just
the only
move on.
caveat I feel is when there's some abuse going on, then you should speak out. I mean, you shouldn't be abused.
Yeah.
And
But
you
if
should
he's
say
not
anything.
giving you money,
Oh
shy.
well. Yeah.
Bye.
Shay, you agree with that?
Well, I agree. We should take more responsibility.
Yeah.
When we're done, we're done. No hard feelings, except, like you said, there's some abuse involved.
And for you to even wait for the abuse, you're very stupid.
Hey!
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Now come on social media, justice for this person, justice for that person. Better respect yourself. Well, like I said, I don't have any grudge anymore. But there's this boy, Paul, aka Dodo. If I catch you anywhere, you keep using numbers to be calling me, I will swear for you. Don't take it to heart. It's just the way it is. If I just you by the boy, broke my heart. Wow.
I mean, since we're speaking our mind here, I also really do honestly think that people that feel like they need money to, get into relationships, they don't know what they want.
I really don't want to go there with you. Don't say anything that will offend me.
No, it's from a guy's perspective.
I don't
now.
want
It's
to
from a
be
guy's
offended. Don't say a
perspective.
guy. You are not speaking for all guys. Sandy, are you in support of this?
What
Look
about-
at me
what-
before you
what
look
about
at
what?
him.
I've not even
somebody,
landed.
It depends actually though, yeah.
I've
because
not even
some people are
landed.
just actually that quite gullible, just going into the relationship.
No,
And
I'm
those
saying
are the
a
ones that
guy
don't have
should-
priority in life. If you are going into a relationship because of money, then you don't have standard.
Like,
You are
I
too
know your
cheap.
conscience is pricking
No,
you.
no,
I know your
no,
conscience is
no,
judging
but
you.
No, my
But I was
see,
like,
I didn't say I'm going into a relationship for money. Don't come and destroy my career here.
oh, what you've been doing to me since?
Which,
Finally.
do you have career?
You guys.
Should we really go there? What I was trying to say was, if a guy feels like he needs money to woo a lady, that's a sign of a weak man.
No,
That's what I'm
it's
trying to
called
tell you.
acts of service.
Okay.
Ha.
I'm trying to say you cannot do like a lot more other things, like have a sense of humor or have sense or be nice.
Oh, that's what
You
you
know?
know when you were talking about connections. Yeah.
Have a connection because many guys use the excuse if I don't have money, so I can't date. You don't have
Anyways,
game.
No, but then when it's
anyways,
needed, when it's
anyways, you guys should ignore Velvet, alleged Velvet, okay? Thank you guys for tuning in on this week's episode on The Rant Room. We hope to see you next week. Have a blessed week. Don't forget,
Join the conversation using the hashtag #TheRantRoom on TVC. That's it now.
see you next week.
I'm
Adios.
Yeah.
Come here, let me break your head. Come here.